Trump's second term is off to a fast start, and it's already filled with surprises and familiar faces. Forget any quiet entry. With people like Susie Wiles, Elise Stefanik, and his inner circle in Washington, it's clear that Trump's determined to bring some action to this season on Donald Trump. He's not just building a team, he's gathering friends, though there are a few unexpected characters. If this election win had everyone talking, this new round might keep even more eyes fixed on what's to come next. And who's joining the team? Well, we have the likes of Tom Homan here, ready to tackle border matters, while Marco Rubio is set to handle foreign affairs in his own style. And yes, Elon Musk is featured too. The same Elon who's flipped Twitter on its head is now aiming to bring his efficiency ideas to Trump's team. If this doesn't make folks raise an eyebrow, not much will. This term might just end up full of surprises that leave everyone saying, did that actually just happen? Well, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, grab your popcorn, and chill while we walk you through some controversies on Trump's latest appointments. Here we go again. It's Donald Trump's second term, and the seasonal series continues. His new picks for top roles are making waves, with each choice carefully crafted to reward loyal friends, bring back familiar faces from his last term, and rope in supporters from outside governments who back his America First ideas. His supporters love the choices he's made, of course, but others are already worried about partisanship, loyalty to Trump over national interests, and clashes with usual rules and foreign ties. Susie Wiles, now named as White House Chief of Staff, has caused a few raised eyebrows. Wiles was a campaign manager for Trump and helped him win a second term, but her loyalty to Trump over any firm political stance has some worried she'll just be a yes person instead of giving him balanced advice. Critics remember that in Trump's first term, he often butted heads with chiefs of staff who tried to rein him in. Some think Wiles, though a skilled campaigner, might encourage Trump's impulsive side rather than calm it. Supporters, though, say her focus on order might finally bring some steadiness that was missing before. Though doubters think her loyalty to Trump might come before her duty to the job. Tom Homan, appointed as the Border Czar, is another pick causing heated talk. Homan, who is ICE's acting director under Trump, is known for being strict on immigration. Trump's promise to get tough on illegal immigration was a major campaign point, and with Homan in charge of border policy, some think mass deportations are likely. Critics argue this could bring strict actions that ignore people's basic needs, as Homan's last time at ICE was marked by hard tactics and firm resistance to any softening of immigration rules. Supporters believe Homan's appointment shows Trump's commitment to secure borders, saying his strong approach is needed to undo what they see as weak policies from before. But this could lead to more border tensions and trouble with nearby countries. Elise Stefanik's choice as U.S. ambassador to the United Nations has also stirred up debate. Known for her fierce backing of Trump and her shared views, Stefanik's pick signals a turn from old-style diplomacy to a more blunt approach. As a committed America First choice, she's expected to push U.S. interests strongly, which could lead to friction with other nations, especially those supporting shared global solutions. Given her role in defending Trump's election claims, some UN officials worry she might put loyalty to Trump over building ties with other countries. Supporters think she'll bring a blunt honesty to the job, but critics fear her style could add to tensions, especially on issues like the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the Israel-Gaza situation, which Trump has said he plans to address. Trump's appointments, the gift that keeps on giving. His pick for the Environmental Protection Agency is Lee Zeldin, a former congressman who lost his New York governor race. Zeldin is in sync with Trump's push for more oil and gas, so with him in charge, some expect environmental rules to take a back seat to fossil fuel drilling. Environmentalists and climate supporters are sounding the alarm, saying this could clash with climate goals, With Trump's push to cut rules, Zeldin's leadership might mean weaker enforcement of environmental standards, which some argue could lead to more pollution. Supporters, though, see Zeldin as a win for the economy, lower energy bills and less reliance on foreign oil. Then there's Marco Rubio, expected to be Secretary of State, bringing a different flavor of tension. Rubio has long pushed for a tough approach on foreign relations, especially with countries like China, Iran, and Cuba. Although he softened some views to match Trump's stance, some think he could switch back to his tougher ways, which might increase tension with these nations. Supporters believe Rubio's experience makes him a strong choice to handle foreign matters, especially as Trump wants to rethink alliances and maybe end US involvement in some conflicts. Critics, however, worry that Rubio's harder views could harm diplomacy, risking isolation from key allies and possibly worsening issues in tense areas. Pete Hegseth, nominated as Secretary of Defense, has been one of Trump's loudest fans on military issues. Hegseth has openly criticized the Pentagon's woke policies, like diversity and inclusion programs, and he shares Trump's dislike of what they see as progressive ideas in the military. Hegseth's role could bring a major change in the Pentagon, as he might try to cut policies he believes weakens military readiness. This is a popular move among conservatives, but many military leaders and veterans fear it might split the ranks and ignore how diversity can build a stronger force. Critics warn that Hegseth's views could push away younger troops and cause division in the military, possibly hurting its unity and strength. Mike Waltz's pick as National Security Advisor also has mixed reactions. Waltz, a retired Green Beret who often speaks against China's growing influence, shares Trump's concerns about China's actions in Asia. His role, which doesn't need Senate approval, gives him strong influence over Trump's national security choices. Many welcome his stance on China, but others fear his strong views might mean more conflict and a larger military focus in the region. With Waltz's loyalty to Trump and strong opinions, some worry his advice may lean towards backing Trump's instincts over providing balanced input, possibly steering policy towards confrontation instead of diplomacy. Oh, what a shocker. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy have been tapped to run the new Department of Government Efficiency. Musk, known for his bold and often controversial remarks, and Ramaswamy, a former presidential candidate, have both criticized government waste and red tape. Their mission? To tear down government bureaucracy. But, of course, many wonder if their past business ties and Musk's hefty government contracts might lead to a bit of bias. While their supporters argue that their backgrounds make them perfect to streamline government work, others worry they might favor privatizing services over keeping things fair and transparent. After all, who doesn't trust a couple of businessmen to fix the government? Kristi Noem has also been picked as the new Homeland Security Secretary. As the governor of South Dakota, Noem made a name for herself by rejecting lockdowns and mask rules during COVID-19. She's also known for being tough on the border, sending National Guard troops to Texas to help with border control. Supporters say she'll take a firm stance on national security, but there are concerns about her lack of experience at the federal level. Can she handle issues like cybersecurity and terrorism, or will she just be obsessed with the border? Critics also worry that focusing too much on one issue might cause other areas to be ignored, like disaster response or emergency management. Let's just hope she can juggle it all without dropping the ball. John Ratcliffe is back in the spotlight as CIA director, which has some people scratching their heads. He's known for being loyal to Trump, and during his time as Director of National Intelligence, he was accused of twisting intelligence reports to fit Trump's narrative. Some supporters think he can clean up the intelligence system, but others worry that his loyalty to Trump will lead to biased reports that back Trump's ideas instead of offering real, unbiased information. There's also the fear that career intelligence professionals might feel forced to play along with his views, which could weaken the whole system. What could go wrong with someone who's more interested in loyalty than truth? So here we are, hoping for the best, but we know how the story ends. The higher the rise, the harder the fall.